Hello, friends. This is Wendy, and I have been given a challenge to use ephemera from a Disney vacation in a scrapbook layout. And so all of these are ephemera that I have saved over the years. These are all from our trips to Walt Disney World. I was going to do this one, but I don't have any Animal Kingdom pictures printed from that particular trip. So I think I'm going to use this. I don't know if any of you have been to Walt Disney World, but there is this little mini golf course there, and it's just a lot of fun, and it's fun to take pictures at. So I am going to gather some pictures together, and I have decided I'm going to use this, and I will be back. We've discussed ephemera before. So ephemera is something that is, if you look in the dictionary, it's something that is fleeting, it's something that is temporary, it's something that's really meant to be thrown away. And I'm sure this was meant to be thrown away. But I kept it. I had another one that actually had our scores in it. So this one is just one we didn't bother to keep score. And this is from a vacation that my youngest son and I took together. Now just got to decide which couple of pictures I want to hang on to for this. Okay, you know how I am about decisions, right? So let me decide. Well, I'm definitely going to do these pictures. I may pull this one in as well. I might not because of how much space there is. I really hate my hair right there. Yeah, well, I'll live with it. Or I could pull this one in, because these two are at the same hole. And I've got these two that are at the same hole. But since this is going to be like my first picture, because I'm putting the ephemera with it, I think maybe those three. So I have this corner down here. So if I place these like this, I have this corner down here to play with. Now I'm not just gonna blop that right on there. I mean, that's no fun. But I am going to take my pencil, and hopefully I'll be not unhappy when I finally do all of my inking and everything, that I can't erase it. I should be able to erase it. And we already know that I can hide it if I need to. So these are the ones I have chosen. I started by pulling a few things out. I do know I want this. And I'm pretty sure I want this little sunshine. I'm not sure if I'm going to put this on a tag. I should pull my paper over and see whether or not this tag even fits. It's a possibility. So I will leave this out. Like I said, you all know I don't decide everything right at first. They sort of all evolves. I should give you something to look at. Isn't that cute? This is called Circle Play. It's by Tim Holtz. There his name is right there. Okay. Since this is going to be ephemera, so to me that screams junk journal, right? I mean, I tend to do a lot of mixed media in my scrapbooks anyway. I decided that instead of cutting it, I took it over to my guillotine and I started cutting there, and then I decided, let's see, how straight do I want this to be? How straight or how messed up do I want this to be? I love this little yellow down here, which I will probably use, but I think I want to cut it apart, and then I'll use that somewhere else on this. So I'm going to start here. And then guess I'll go right here. Oh, look. Happy accident. Got it just right. So that I want that. I should have looked on the back. In fact, now that I'm thinking about it, I may actually use some of this in it. Huh. Sounds like fun. Okay. First thing I'm going to do is find my yellow thing on my spinner. Alrighty. Still cold, and guess what? I turned the heat on today. Wow, do I want... Ooh. See, this is ephemera, right? This is junk journal. This is no way it's going to be exactly the right shape, right? I mean, it just doesn't, you don't do that with your junk journals. You make sure that there's like bits and bobs that have been torn off and left discarded instead of it all nice and neat. Okay, this is where my OCD starts to scream, right? Oh no, don't do that. Yes, I'm gonna do it. This is therapy for me, right? Okay, well, I'm liking this. In fact, I like that straight line at the bottom, but I don't like the straight line here, so it's going away. Okay, oh, look at that, nice and messy. All right, so we're gonna start, because we want it to have a definite edge. White on white just really doesn't go, and to be really honest, it's not going to be white on white because I'm going to ink. Oh, this corner has got to go, right? I mean, you're with me here, right? This corner's got to go. Okay. Ooh, I almost got that Winterland thing there, but I didn't, so yay. All right, so there is my piece of ephemera. And it really is a fleeting piece of ephemera. Ooh, and then there's this here that I could probably put somewhere. You know what I feel like I really need? I need more yellows. So I'll be back. Okay, so I pulled out all of my yellows. They're all over on the side here. I have both distressed and oxide. Let me move over this way. I wonder, because this is going to be sunshine, right? I'm going to use this as sunshine because we've got him here. I like that. Okay, so a lot of people use a variety of different things. There are products that you can get on any scrapbooking type place, or probably Michael's even, and I use painter's tape. And you may say, Wendy, why do you use painter's tape? And I'll say, because I have a husband who uses a lot of it. This particular roll he did not like. He said, this did not stick well enough. And I went, haha, it's mine. I don't need it to stick super well. I just need it to come on and off paper easily. So I have stolen his painter's tape. I just don't want the sunshine to end up going. I'll use snips here. You see snips? Hello, snips. Hi, shy guy. Sky guy. Oh my gosh, how could I mix up different genres? Shy guy is from Mario. My son was playing Paper Mario. Now that I think about it, we still haven't finished it, and he's about ready to go back to work from after his back surgery. That wasn't straight. Oh, and I should have just overridden my OCD and gone, it's a junk journal. It's okay. It doesn't have to be straight. So I'm thinking I want to do a really light yellow up here first before I do that. So I got these brushes on Amazon. They come in a variety of different colors. Probably not enough colors for me, but there's definitely yellow. So I want to set down a bit of this squeezed lemonade. So I'm going to lay down a little bit of a very, very, very light yellow. And it's fine because there's going to be something else going over it. But I kind of wanted to give a defined margin here, or frame it well. I'm going to go I'm afraid of giving it too much. There we go. And I want it to go all the way down. All right. So that is step one. Okay. Now this was fossilized amber. And I do believe mustard seed is a stronger yellow than fossilized amber. So we'll see. And I just need this to give like a little ray of sunshine here. I may actually use this again. If I'm not happy with it, then I will use my blending tool. But starting out, I think I want to line that up. Maybe I will stick a piece of tape down. And I have a bunch of these pieces of tape from other projects that, you know, at a certain point, they really fall apart and they aren't going to stick anymore. But that one still sticks. So as long as it still sticks, I'm going to use it. Oh, love. Oh, my goodness. This is perfect. Okay. So, and I love all this little messiness up here at the top. I know messiness and OCD don't work together, but it does for me. So I'm just making a bit of a background for what I am going to end up doing with my ephemera. One of the rules of this challenge was we could not buy anything. It had to be stuff we already have. Well, I have a lot, so yeah, no problem there. Okay, let's see how this looks. Let's lift this up and see. So this is a stencil also by Tim Holtz, and they're numbered. So this one is number 003, which means it's one of his very first. Okay. All right, and you could use this one for all kinds of different things, but I like it for sunshine. I've used it for rays of sunshine going through water before. That's kind of fun. Okay. So now, all right, it did not interfere with this yellow, so it's a different yellow than this yellow, so that's awesome. And it's also a different yellow than the one we first put down, which ends up now just being a little bit of a glow. So I have this. And I'm going to use where it says Summer Course. I want that in here somewhere too. Let's see. So I have this down. And then I think I want to have something behind it. Maybe something that is white. Maybe like a doily. Maybe I'll get one of those doilies out. Okay, so I pulled out all of my lace dies again. And I've already decided this is the one I like, but I don't think I want it in that color. I think that's just too... I don't know. I would do it in white, but I think it would get lost in white. So maybe an off-white. Okay, so I went with a lighter color. And I think I'm going to be happier with that. And I figured that if I'm not happier with that, I can always color these edges, which I might. I'm thinking I may need to ink the edges. In fact, I'm going to ink it with, if I can find it. I'm going to ink it with Wild Honey, and I told you I like this one so much that I have given it its own blending tool. There we go. I've given it its own blending tool. And once again, this makes me nervous because I guess I shouldn't be nervous, because if I don't like it, this makes me unhappy, it will just go back in the envelope. And I will, you know, cry a little bit, maybe not. But, oh, I missed a little spot. There we go. Kind of think I might want to color each of these little circles in here with a different color. One of the things I like about this one for this particular ephemera layout is that it looks, not only does it remind me of sunshine, it also reminds me of snowflakes. I'm going to pull this up. I'll save it off to the side in case I need to put it down again. But I think I'm done with my background. And one thing I have noticed with painter's tape is if I leave it on there too long, even if this is so wimpy that it makes my husband scream, it will tear my paper. So I know scrapbook.com has a product that they sell that does the same thing, only it's probably not as sticky. Well, let's see what this looks like with this. Should I color these blue? Should I do like a light blue on there? Like that? Oh, makes me nervous when I step out of the box. But, oh, maybe I'll just go with some more yellow there. Well, let's see. Okay, so I pulled out my mat. I'm going to move some things out of the way here real quick, sorry. And I have these are also by Tim Holtz, and they are distressed watercolor sets. I did not keep them in the same thing. I went by the rainbow. But I think, see, I have, this one's fossilized amber. And this one is mustard seed. Well, you know what? I can always make another one. And since I'm probably going to play on it, if this does not turn out the way I want, I can make one out of watercolor paper, actually. So I'm going to, let's see, do I want it to be lighter? Do I want it to be darker? Okay, this one is clearly my more favorite because I've used it a lot. And what I'm going to do, so the technique I'm going to use right now is I'm going to dip it in water. That's it. Just dip it in water and then color. I can always spritz it with water later. Okay, so let's see how we like this. I like it. I think I want to do more of the wild honey around the outside. So let's get this out. So I really kind of want this sunshine to show. I am liking that. I do want to add this one piece maybe down here. Should I do that on top? Okay, so this one, okay. I am going to pull out vintage photo because, you know, why not? There it is. Okay, I'm pulling out vintage photo. And I'm going to put it around here. See how this edge here that was cut, it has a raw edge, accepts the ink better than the other edges that were not cut. I think. I am going to do a little teeny amount just along the edge. So it depends on how I hold the blending tool. So if I hold it where it is perpendicular, it's just going to get the edge. If I hold it where it's on an angle, it's going to get more. But I just want that edge. And you know what? I'm thinking I want it along here too. Just to darken this edge a little bit more. It goes well with the honey. That one. I can't remember that. Wild honey. So I want that ray of sunshine to show. I don't mind if this goes off. It may or may not be hidden by a photo. I like this over on the side. I think it's time. Oh, we had this one also, didn't we? So we have to remember this. Okay, I'm gonna glue this one down first. So now that I've got this down, I don't like that. So I'm gonna pull out, this is wild honey. Gotta get it wetted now. Kind of sorry I didn't notice that sooner, but it's okay. So So I dried it and I don't hate it. How's that? I'm a little unhappy that I didn't notice that sooner because I could have gotten a nice cleaner edge. I'm going to put the water out of the way because I'm pulling out my pictures. Better put lids on all my stuff because, you know, it dries out. I've had mine for years. I mean, this is high quality ink, stamping ink, whatever. So I do believe we put Santa right there, and then my son and I there. Just putting them on white is really not enough. I guess I better erase this. Hopefully I can. This is just sort of a gummy kind of eraser. It does a pretty good job of erasing things. I think it does a better job, well, especially with crafts. I think it does a better job than just a regular pencil eraser, just because you've got all these other crafts on there. So now I need to decide what papers I would like to put behind this. Maybe I will find, now I want this to be my focal point. So I don't want this to be too busy. I think one of the first things I'm going to do is put some yellow up here to warm this up. Okay, so some yellow ink like I did earlier. I'm waiting for my pencils to dry before I put them away. They don't take long, but I do want them to be dry. So I'm going to start with the squeezed lemonade. And I want to put it in this corner. And starting with the squeezed lemonade, since it's the lightest color, if I'm not happy with the color, I can always, you know, go darker. Okay, I'm going to put my pictures down again, thinking, oh no, I lost them, but I didn't. So I like this little summer course down there. Okay. I am wondering if I want to repeat this little sunshine ray here. Because I was wondering if it would compete with the fact that this is going this way and that this is going this way. But I really think I like that. So I think I'm going to do it. Oh, and just to let you know, so the stencils, Tim Holtz stencils, are made by Stampers Anonymous, and they never retire Tim Holtz products. So you would still be able to find this, even though it is 003. And it's THS, which is Tim Holtz Stencil 003. So it's one of his very first ones. All right, so let's try these photos again. Do that and that. Okay, so I am liking this a lot. And of course I have room for a title. And I will be auditioning. I'm probably going to pick something that is similar to this. And I do have something, I mean, it's not exact, but it is similar. To go down here. Of course, I don't need to do that it is the Winter Summerland Miniature Golf. So I'm thinking of putting maybe Fun in the Sun. And I might put, oh, let me see. So we have sun rays here and we have sun rays here. So maybe, let's see. This one is called Circle Play. I wonder... Fun in the, and then maybe put the word sun right there and have that right over there. That is definitely a thought. So let me find some alphabets and audition them, and I'll be back. Okay, I pulled out a couple of things, and I may put this one back and get something else. I'm going to try these ones first. Yes, this is theory. Yes, I love theory. Theory is, you know, theory is number one. Theory is number one in my book. I grabbed the lowers because I'm hoping the lowers will fit in here. And it would be all right if it overlaps a little. This one's called Shadow, and it has shadow uppers, and then there's another one that is shadow lowers, and then also shadow numbers. And you have to buy them each separately. but this is a really nice one. So I want this to just say fun. I'm hoping it's big enough that it will look good on here. So fun. Okay, so fun. I guess I said that, what, 3 times? Haha, I can stop saying that now, right? And then I'm going to grab tiny type. I looked it up, and this is tiny type. And so let me pull this out. Let's see, which one do I want? I did, I got one of those magnetic vent covers. And then I used this pen here. I got it on Amazon. It's like a paint pen. And I drew the lines. I was very meticulous with this one. Some of the ones I've done, I'm really sloppy with, but just so that I know how many of these I have. So if I drop one on the floor, I can go, oh, I'm missing one because I know I need 4 R's and I don't have 4 R's. So now, do I want it to be like uppers? I think I want this to be a lowers. And they do get all discombobulated just being put in and pulled out of the folder. Let's see, so I think I'm going to do that in lowers. Okay, and I like that. So I'm not going to do anything else. But now the hardest thing is to figure out color. I think I'm going to have the fun in the sun in a craft cardstock color. Well, I found this little piece here, and so I've decided I'm going to put some vintage photo on it. Okay, get a little grunged up here. Ooh, I like that little corner all messed up. That looks good. Okay, and I'm going to stick it behind here, like, let's see, where do I want it? How far down do I want to go? My husband is tiptoeing by. Let's see. I was so sure I wanted it here. I think I want it there. Okay. So, get this done. And then let me just share a couple of things before I glue down the photos and we call it good. I guess I need to put the date on it too, which was April 2018. There we go. Okay, so the negative space in this is, see, you got F, U, N, and I'm going to save them. I've got a Ziploc bag with letters that I've saved, so I will stick it in one of my Ziploc bags and use it another time. I didn't glue this top part down so that when I do put this picture down permanently, that the little rays of sunshine can show through. So I'm going to finish this up and we'll see how it turns out. Where should I put the date though? I'm thinking right up here. So okay. And now I'm calling this done. Try not to get the ring in the corner. I apologize for the several times I got the ring in the corner. So we used stencils, we used ephemera, we used a doily, we also used watercolor pencils, we used inks, and then I did ink the edge of the word fun to give it a little more dimension there. And there we go, it's done. Challenge accepted, challenge smashed. There we go, smashed. So if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up, smash that notification bell, and subscribe to my channel. I am a new channel, and please subscribe and support my channel, and have a wonderful day. Bye.